Okay, assalamu alaikum. Now this is my outfit. Now it's not going to look much when you look at it like this because obviously the colour is fairly bland and you can't really get too much of it. Okay, so it had to work on the daman, and what I did was I used pearl lace and I've trimmed it off. I've done Banarsi putty all the way around the chaks. I'm going to take it off the thing and give you a full breakdown of what I've done. Just take all these out. Again, what I've done is the chiffon fabric, I've sewn it single. Okay, so this is the single plain sewn chiffon kameez. I've trimmed the neckline off with the pearl lace and a little bit of the maroon putty just on the inside. I was initially hoping to swap all the diamonds. There was quite a few that had fallen off, but then there were a few that had come out from the sewing, and what I've done is I've glued them back on, and then in some of the places I've just gone and put the silver ones in. That's the close-up of the neckline. Now when it's sewn without the lining, you get a far better fitting than you do if the lining is attached. If you attach the lining to fabrics like this, it just stiffens them out and you don't get the same fall as you would without the lining. So this will hopefully give me a little bit of a more slimming look, I'm hoping. Okay, so what we did with this was just to give it a little bit more of an expensive look. I went for the Banarsi fabric, and this again I've stitched to that kind of a quality that I can wear it with this, or I can wear it on its own, or if I decided to get, what I'm hoping to do is actually make a gown on top of this, so I can wear this suit on its own with a gown as well without wearing that dress, because that dress is not going to last too long. And if you remember, I'd already previously said how much I'd paid for it. It's a bargain suit. I'd paid 3,000 rupees for it, which is nothing. I'd spent far more on the Banarsi fabric. This kameez, this fabric, Banarsi fabric, is £4 a yard, and it took me 2.5 yards of fabric. So I spent £10 on the kameez of this. I spent an additional on the Banarsi fabric for all the trims, an additional for the pearl lace. So when you add all the bits and bats, it just does add up. Again, I've done button sleeves, and I've just got to put the buttons on. I've done button sleeves on both of them. So this is the chemise that I'm going to be wearing underneath this. But in addition to that, this was the fabric that actually came with it. Now I've done straight trousers, the fitted type of trousers. I've not put no buttons or anything on them. And again, I've done a separate chemise out of the same fabric too. Now the beauty of this is that you can wear I mean, I've hand finished all this as well, because the reflection, I didn't really want it so that, you know, it spoils it. Now the color of this is a little bit too yellowy in compared to, it actually goes quite well with this, but it doesn't go too well with, I don't know, maybe when you're wearing it on top of each other, it's going to be fine. In addition to this, I found some beautiful matching fabric in the plain, just lying around. So I'm going to make a salwar with that, because sometimes you feel comfortable wearing a trouser, and sometimes for a wedding I'm happy to wear the trouser, but at some instances I prefer the traditional salwar. There's nothing that beats a salwar. So I went out, managed to get gold scarf, and it's got the exact same color diamantes, iron-on diamantes. So I'm going to be wearing a scarf with mine. And then the dupatta you've already probably seen, because I gave a glimpse of this. I'll put the pearl lace and the maroon piping, and that's basically it. That's my suit. So we're going to put that to a side, and I'm going to show you one other one before we leave. Okay, so this is the other suit. This is my daughter-in-law's, my other daughter-in-law's, and she had it made when she was in Pakistan. Now, the disappointing thing with this was that it's beautifully sewn, it's beautifully stitched, and I'm going to show you sometime, hopefully in the future, I'm going to be showing you this. What they've done is they've done invisible seaming prior to doing all the embroidery. The embroidery on this is actually done by some lads in our village. Actually, they do the embroidery, and you know, they're personally known to me. So if anybody fancies having something like this done, then by all means you can contact me. Yeah, so she had this done when she was in Pakistan. Now the disappointing thing was that when they actually did this, they put a trim on this which was in a white, and that just did not look right. So what I did was I took that off, hoping to find Banarsi Jamawar fabric to do a trim in, and I've looked absolutely everywhere and I've had problems trying to locate it. I'm still optimistic, and hopefully you'll probably see it with it on, but I'm still going to go and search. Now what I've realized is to match that, there is I am actually going to make a trip now tomorrow to the bazaar to try and get, this is the dupatta with this, and the dupatta has a little bit of this a brownie color in it, so I'm hoping that I can get some of this brownie color to trim it off in, and that way it will actually blend it in with the dupatta as well. At the moment I don't know what they were thinking. They've had this dyed, and the color of the pattern has actually dyed in another color. So I've got to see if I can locate something in this color now to try and finish this off. So that basically is the selection. I've got to show you two more outfits which I'm hoping that I'll get hold of, and I will give you a glimpse of those as well, and hopefully I shall see you again. I will share some pictures and some photos on my forum, so do visit the forum if you want to see what these clothes look like when worn, and inshallah I will see you again soon. Inshallah, take care, and bye for now.